I just kind of wanted to touch upon the whole topic of intermittent fasting just because.
And all I gave you is gold. Tell me
So we are sitting at 2.5 weeks out from Junior USA's. I just did a physique update for you and I feel like I'm looking pretty good. My macros have been increasing week to week. We talked about this in my last video. I am a flexible dieter, so I do get macros from my coach. I follow them, but we have been increasing them week to week depending on how my body is responding, and I'm eating a lot more calories. I'm actually willing to share my macros with you, and keep in mind I am in competition prep, so they are still pretty low. This is something you don't want to sustain for a very long time. It wouldn't be fun, it would be miserable, and food is life, so I don't recommend these macros for you. My body is different than yours, blah blah blah, rant over. So currently my macros are 155 grams of carbs, 140 grams of protein, and 35 grams of fat. Now personally, how I track my macros is I focus mostly on micronutrient dense foods. I know a lot of flexible dieters out there like to fit in protein bars and more processed foods, but I prefer fruits, vegetables, whole foods because I find that my body responds a lot better, it keeps me full, and it just tastes better. It adds more volume to my meals, especially like eating cauliflower rice and shredded lettuce. Like all of those foods are adding so much volume and keeping me full throughout my prep. This morning you saw me do some HIIT cardio, which was insane. I literally almost puked. That was a powered like incline step mill. It was insane, incredibly hard, and it was nuts. Also, update. I got a pair of glasses because I'm going blind, and I also graduate tomorrow, so life updates, not fitness updates. Okay, focus. Today we are going to talk about intermittent fasting, and this is something I've been practicing a lot during my preps. If you guys follow my full days of eating, you might notice that I don't start eating till the middle of the day, and a lot of people think this approach to prep is crazy or they couldn't do it. And I'm gonna just be honest with you guys, like I practice intermittent fasting quite often, and it's something to keep me sane while I'm dieting. So how this works is you'll pick a window of your feeding window, basically when you're gonna be eating, and your fasting window when you're not eating. For me, I wake up, I go to class, I go to the gym, and then when I come home, it's around noon to 1 o'clock, and that's when I begin my macros or eat my first meal. For me, this works because I have a lot more food later in the day. I find it cuts down on my cravings, and I prefer eating big meals. Like, I have the appetite of a freaking elephant. It's nuts. But I need those big meals to help keep me full, and I like to go to bed feeling full and satisfied. I can't go to bed hungry. Like, no. Doesn't work for me. So for me, that's what I've been doing throughout this prep, and my body is responding really well. Like you guys saw in that physique update, I am sitting at 118-ish pounds. It does fluctuate 2 to 3 pounds, which is totally normal with water intake, but my body, this works for me, and everyone is different. If you guys want to try intermittent fasting, I recommend looking at your lifestyle. Do you work during the day? Do you work during the night? You want to pick your feeding window and your fasting window depending on your life. For me, I'm just crazy busy in the morning, so it's easier for me to just get up and go, get my shit done, and then focus on eating the rest of the night because I don't really do much later in the day. Now, if you guys work the night, you might want to be the opposite, where you eat breakfast and then you fast during the night when you're busy at work and distracted and not thinking about food anyway. Let's be honest, I think about food a lot. But anyway, I just wanted to kind of touch upon that topic, intermittent fasting, and how I've been doing it and how I implement it in my life, especially for bikini prep, because this is something that has kept me on track, make me feel like I'm not dieting, just because I have so much food later in the day. And other people call it macro hoarding, but it really is just intermittent fasting. For me, it works. If you want me to do a full in-depth video on this, I gladly will. I just kind of wanted to touch upon the whole topic of intermittent fasting just because I get a lot of questions on how I hit my macros, what keeps me like staying on track and like feeling sane during prep, and honestly, it's intermittent fasting. It works for me. Personal preference, it might not work for you, it might not fit your lifestyle. You might not want to do it, and that's fine. That's the beauty of dieting and fitness in general. We are all little unique snowflakes, and we're all different and need different things and want different things. So for me, this works. If you want me to do a more in-depth video on this topic, I gladly will, or other dieting techniques, because I know that there's so many different dieting protocols and techniques people use to get lean. For me, intermittent fasting works for me and has been like the best thing ever for me during bikini prep. Just being honest, I love it. But anyway, I hope you guys liked this video and it kind of helped you out and gave you an idea of what it is and how it works and how you implement it in your life. If you guys don't mind, give this video a little thumbs up and also hit subscribe. There's lots more bikini prep videos coming up, more workout and nutrition tips as well. I hope you all are having an awesome day, and I'll see you in the next video.